Hello, I'm Acharya Paulina. I'm a Blender 3D artist and a Dance Studio 3D artist. In this video, we're going to be doing a little bit of texturing. Texturing is a very big part of 3D modeling. After you finish your 3D model, you want to texture it. So in this video, we're just going to go over very basic principles of texturing your object here. It's just going to be a simple cube that we will texture. So I'm just going to reset the scene here. And you have the, when you start Blender, you'll have a regular scene like this. We're just going to delete the camera, delete the light, and this is our cube that we're going to be using. So I'm going to press X, and we're going to scroll in with the middle mouse button. Once again, it's just hold down Shift and move with the middle mouse button, rotate with the middle mouse button, and zoom in and out with the middle mouse button. Very basic movement keys here. If you haven't watched my intro video on how to navigate inside Blender, you can see that one in the description below here. Okay, so I'm just going to press X, and so we're in X view, and press G to move this box upwards on the Z axis. We're just going to place it right on the ground here. Okay. Now to see it textured, you have to be in a textured mode. And so up here we have these little bubbles. This is non-texture mode. This is just viewport shading. This, however, is texture mode. This has texture right here, and this one here is rendered. So, but we don't need to be in rendered mode. We just want to be in textured viewport mode here. Okay. Now this cube already has UV coordinates placed on it, but we will work with that in just a minute here. This little bubble icon down here is the material editor. This will allow you to apply materials to your objects in the scene, as you model and build them. So what we're going to do here is, this is the principal BSDF. If you click this, you'll see a whole bunch of different BSDF models here that you can choose. We're not going to change that. We'll just leave that the way it is. On the base color, you want to click on the yellow dot, and you want to click on Image Texture, then click Open, and then navigate to your wherever you have a directory, the wood paneling. You can actually download this from the YouTube video here. But there's also a really great website to get more textures if you like. It's also down in the description. So just click on Open Image, and that will apply the texture to your object. Now, it already has UV coordinates set up, but they're not pretty good there. They need editing a little bit. All right, so this is where the UV magic happens. We're going to press Tab to edit into, go into edit mode, or you can select the object mode and click on edit mode from the drop-down list here. I want to be in polygon mode, which is number 3 on the keyboard. We're clicking this little icon here. And we're going to press A to select everything, and then U on your keyboard, which will bring up UV mapping settings here. Now you have like a whole bunch of them here, but since this is the cube icon, we're just going to choose Cube Projection. Once that's done, you have a pretty easy UV map laid out on your object. Now, if you want to see the UV map, we have to go up here to this UV editor. If you click on that, and it goes back into the non-shaded mode, the non-textured mode. If you want to change that and you want to see your objects in the UV editor here, you have to go bring your mouse up to this top here, press the middle mouse button down, and it just drag it back that way. And you'll see this little icon here and your three bubbles here. Just click on your textured bubble and you'll see that the object textured in the viewport. Okay, so if we click on any of these sides, you will see that the UV map is laid out completely over the surface of the map sphere. Now, if we wanted to change a portion of, well, like one side of it or one polygon, all we have to do is go in this view, not in this one here. You press A to select all, because this is the only polygon that is selected. So in here, if I press A for all, it'll just select the four corners. Press S for scale, and you can just scale it down. Now, as you can see, this polygon has a different UV map than these. So let's say, for example, that we wanted to make just the four sides of this box in like a straight line. So what we're going to do is we're going to tab into edit mode again. Make sure that you're on edge mode, which is number 2, where you can scroll all the way up to the top here and click on a number 2 right there, edge mode. Then we're just going to select this edge right here. And what we're going to do is right click on it and choose Mark Seam. Once that's done, then we can go back into polygon mode, number 3. And while holding down Alt, click on the line. And what that does is it selects all the four faces that we wanted. You can also manually just select them by holding down Shift and just going around the cube if you like. It's a bit slower. But anyways, once they're all selected, right click on it. Right click. Press U on the keyboard again and select Unwrap Angle Based. That will make all the polygons here line up in a straight line, as you can see here. Now we press A to select all in this viewport, and S for scale, and we can scale it up. And you'll see that all the sides here are the same, and they're all going in that direction. If we wanted to have it in a different direction, we can rotate it in this viewport here. R for rotate, you hold down Control, then it will rotate by notches, so you get a very precise rotation. And now the beams, the wood planks, are in a different direction. If we just wanted one side in a different direction, we can do that too. Make sure that you're in polygon mode, number 3, select one side, and just R for rotate, Control, hold down Control, and just rotate it again. Now this side, the panels are going upwards. These sides, the panels are going sideways. So as you can see, there's a lot of different ways that you can texture a box or any object. Let's say, for example, that we're going to extrude and inset in here. So I for extrude, I for inset, E for extrude, excuse me. So I for inset, E for extrude, and now we've got this new piece. What I like to do, everything else is pretty good. What we can just do is hold down Alt and click on the edge there, so it does a loop selection around the parts that are not UV mapped properly. Press U on the keyboard and go Smart UV Project. And select Unwrap. And that should unwrap it in the proper way. So that's the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it.